Welcome back to Game 5. SeKo Starcraft presents Liquid Hero from Team Liquid going up against HeroMarine from Team Mouz Sports. Hero has won 4 straight games for Team Liquid. Now we have HeroMarine, who lost the first game to Liquid Hero. What I consider to be a somewhat close game for the most part. But now he's up here once again. Maybe Mouz Sports doesn't have that deep of a roster anymore. I think I heard a rumor that Karanta Esports, so Lucifron and his brother Vortex, might be teaming up with Mouz Sports. Might have been a different team. I might be completely wrong. I think I read it on Reddit. Ha. But if that is the case, both of those teams should make quite the European powerhouse. And if we see a barracks first, we saw a command center first last time out of HeroMarine. This map is a little bit of a different size, so therefore that is not likely the case. Coming up, sees the gas, being a little bit of a dick. Down goes that there probe. He's moving into marine production, actually, fairly heavy marine production. So assuming it's going to be an expansion pretty fast here. Protoss player does expand and the Terran player does see it. There's a really good point to talk about this is there's a gateway down, a supply blocked hero, and a zealot that's dancing. I don't know why. Anyways, could you, hypothetically as a Terran player, now that you see that, and your expansion is later, get out a few units and just go put the pressure on? I believe that's why he's getting himself out the Widow Mine. It's because he probably could go attack with the Marines and the Widow Mine. If he gets his Widow Mine down in a great spot, it's going to be a while before Hero gets up to detection to deal with him. Still don't get that one zealot. There he goes. As I figured would be the case. If he catches this, that'd be a sweet win. He's running home? That's really strange. He actually could have killed that thing off and it would have worked out really, really well. This Widow Mine's just gonna chill. Be super cool, you know? Oh, if he could sneak by, that'd be so good. He won't, though. Oh, he got caught up on them. It's gonna die. Waste. Once again, the super aggressive Partnership Core out of Hero. Speed it up a little bit again as we wait to see what these guys are gonna do. Command center is now finished. Are we going to see a third command center? We already have seen a third command center. Fantastic. Observer's on the way out. He knows that there's mines in play. A tank, too. Must be worried about some early pressure from the Protoss player. Does not appear like that is the intention right now. We do have Blink on the way, so we might want to go for some sort of blink into the base play. Whoa, tank shots. Whoa, I got a kitty cat. How you doing, Stinky Boops? Yeah, I still love you. Even if you got Stinky Boops. Good little spot from the observer there. Now, the Terran player should be able to really power ahead on economy because of the command centers. This. Oh, there's a tank already in play. I'm sure that Hero's going to scout that first. Oh, no. Did he miss blink these or something? No, he just tried to be cute blink. I was surprised that their scan didn't go down from the Terran player. He must know there's an observer there. Not a very successful attack out of Mr. Hero. Looks like he's trying to be too greedy. If he came in with his observer a bit further, he would have seen the tank. More than likely would have tried pressing for that. No third base on the way yet from the Protoss player. Doesn't seem too interested in doing that. Still making lots of probes though. Colossus is on the way. Observer up here. What if he's just worried about mine drops? Keep that laying around in his base. It's more important to move those things out over to the side so you can see drops coming. Bye-bye, kitty cat. That's a pretty cute little play. Oh, he does. Oh, he almost got the observer out of there. That'd been kind of sick. Pretty similar supplies. No really strong advantage. I can't say that anybody's necessarily favored at this moment. Upgrades on the way for both players. Looks like Hero's a little bit ahead. I just think that having drops as a Terran is super important, but when you're going up against a really solid Blink player like Hero, it's just really tough to be able to pull off that kind of attack and or strategy. One Colossus push, a little unconventional. You generally see at least 2 Colossus in that before you go there. Third base coming down. I think all he wants to do is maybe put some pressure on his opponent while he takes this expansion. Well, that's kind of a waste of zealots. Woo! Pickup, hot pickup. Lost a few units there, but that was a great bait. That was a really sweet bait, actually, out of that player. I think Kitty Cat's gonna pounce on my beer. Yeah, muzzle hallucinated Phoenix. Doesn't want to blink into a bunch of tanks once again. Rocks are now in place. This base will be finished up here very shortly, so he won't be too far behind the Terran player. Look at the units. It looks like Hero's just a little bit more comfortable not... What the hell? Oh, he put it in the wrong spot. Haha. A little bit more comfortable not necessarily having that giant amount of workers. Some more good little harass here. Just trying to get in whatever damage you can. We'll prepare up that gas because he needs to keep the gas. Hellbats mixed in. Still very similar army sizes. Not much at home for armies, but these gateways are all on cooldown. That way, well, they're not on cooldown yet. They'll be cooldown soon. That way he'd be able to warp in anything at home if a drop did happen. As you can see, the observer, pylon, should be able to see any drops coming very, very quickly. Even a cannon coming down just to be a little extra safe on that side. Not too sure where those scans are happening, but great map awareness here out of the Protoss player. Doesn't want to lose to any Hellbat drops. Well, not lose, but get really set behind. He knows he hasn't produced as much economy. He's actually doing okay now. First little bit of Vikings coming out. Not a very big number of them. He is relying on these tanks to outrange his opponent at this point, but Storm is about to finish. Yeah, coughing and stuff. Which I think is really wise. I mean, he's got these Colossus in place, but if they end up dying to an overproduction of Vikings, having out the Storms afterwards would be really good. I'm interested to see what the Terran player is going to do about this. All he's doing is building up a really big army, but he's going up against a super cost-effective Protoss army. Dark Shrine, might as well. 2-2 already finished and 3-3 on the way. 1-2 finished. +2 armor on the way, and +1 for mech. Very good for the Hellbats, at least as well. Just some Stalkers out front, just to be able to deal with scouts like this. Terran player knows he's going to have to move down and to control this part of the map in order to get his 4th. Oh, is he going to push? I was about to say, I'm very surprised if he does. Very lucky the tanks were unsieged at that moment. Hero's in a pretty good position being at the bottom of this ramp. The Terran's got to kind of squeeze out in order to make it happen. Big pile of zealots. They do have charge, which is the important... Oh, really? This is surprising. If this works, I'm just going to be impressed. I don't get how that would work. Very little Stalkers in this composition. He's probably fully expecting to lose these Colossus really fast, making 3 Vikings at a time, and then transition very heavily into Storm production. That's kind of cute. Oh, I thought he was going to pick up those workers for some sort of specific reason. He did not. Got a cannon? Yeah, cannon him in. Hyper newbie style. That's really funny. A couple of hallucinated Colossus. Surprised he hasn't stuck in a DT or 2 just to try. There is that one missile turret at the front though. Very smart thing to have. maxed out supply just about here. There it is, maxed out for HeroMarine. I think that was a DT. They got sniped all to sweet fuck. What the hell? On one pylon. Artosis attacks for the win. Nice little sniper of a medevac there. This is a very funky position. Somebody's gonna have to make a push. I'm very surprised to see this. Most players would rather, like this, go around the army and put some pressure on than try to push out and hope to deal well. Pulling the Terran back by attacking these rocks. Is he going to move into that choke? These Hellbats would roll through that though. So that's a pretty smart pullback. Maybe a little storm there. Once again, these Vikings aren't super useful, but into mass, well, I say mass, 4 ghosts at a time, I can consider that mass. You guys shut up, that's mass. A couple of DTs. Did he just scan those DTs? What a lucky bugger. He's making a planetary down there. This is a pretty aggressive push in here. Gets one of the tanks. Looks like he wanted to put some pressure on. But this isn't a great... This is a lot of Colossus as part of this. Good snipes I hear going down. Lots of storms on the Vikings. I think he's out of storms though, unfortunately. Did get that base to lift, but Liquid Hero traded a lot of supply for that little bit of damage. Not necessarily worthwhile in my mind. Getting himself the shield upgrades now. What? No. Really? I don't think Hero can consider himself that far ahead at this point to be able to do something like that. Kind of funny though. Vikings are around behind, but they'll get sniped out very quickly by those stalkers. This is so weird. Like you just don't expect that to win. Like I thought the Terran had a baller army out of all this. Hero didn't even. Oh, what the hell? Hero's just joking around now. Having that many Dark Templars is actually really good. They die pretty fast, but they kill so fast. Yeah, I might as well storm your own DTs. I say why not? This is funny. Like, it doesn't seem like Hero's that far ahead, and then he just owns people. Brutally. Sloop. Sploosh. Sploosh. Oh man. GG leaves. I just... Like, is anybody else with me? It was 4 base versus 4 base. Maxed out army versus maxed out army. A little bit more upgrades for Hero at the time, but let's see what the upgrades were for the Terran anyways. 3-3, so it upgrades essentially even. And he starts doing mass Nexus warp-ins without having a giant bank. This guy knows so much more than I do about this game, and when he's in the lead, that's it's barely hard to find that funny, except for the fact he's doing Nexus rushing. The thing is funny. Anyways, the whole series goes to Team Liquid, a complete sweep by Liquid Hero. Fantastic play. Yeah, I hope you guys like that. We should have some more games in the Teamstory Cup for you guys in a little bit.